What's up, y'all? It's your boy eBay Fight Predictions in the building. And man, this is your UFC Vegas 61 recap. What a great fucking show, bro. I really enjoyed it. I loved it. I am putting this out pretty late. If you guys enjoy this right after work kind of recaps, I can do it. I did watch the card. I watched everything. And this was a really fun show. So I'm just going to try to get these recaps out. Because I did tell you guys I might not be able to do recaps anymore. And I feel like I can. They're just going to be late. If you guys are okay with late recaps, tell me. But I want to at least put them out because I want to give you guys my thoughts on what happened. And yeah, man, this was an awesome show. I fucking love this show. It was sad, but it was fun. A lot of finishes. And man, let's talk about probably the most disappointing, just fucking SMH moment of the whole entire night. Guido Canetti versus Randy Costa. Randy Costa falls down to 6-4. He gets submitted. I thought Guido was looking really good on the feet, but I thought Randy was still setting him up to get knocked out eventually. I think Randy can beat him. I really do believe that. But Guido Canetti made quick work of him. And Randy Costa is... I don't know how to say this without sounding mean. He's more of a social media presence than an elite fighter. You know what I'm saying? And I think it was premature of us and just maybe me to put him in that category. I think he'll just be known for having that good performance over Adrian Yanez and just catching Jordan Newson. And I think that's all he's gonna ever be known for. Cause man, I expect a lot more from this kid. And man, what he gave us was a very disappointing performance. I don't want to shit on him. I really don't. And I don't enjoy doing this kind of stuff. But, man, what kind of... Like, you didn't even fight the hands, my guy. Like, and it's so easy for me to say, yeah, like, I'm sitting behind the TV. And that's just fucking... Yeah, that's very true. And I agree with that to a certain extent. But, like, man... Oh, my God. It's not... I'm not even trying to be mean. It's just... I'm disappointed. I'm very disappointed in him. And I expected more, from Randy Costa. And that was just very, very disappointing from him. So I just wanted to say that, man. But good on Guido Canetti. Chelsea Chandler knocks out Julia Stolarenko. Stolarenko looked god-awful, so nothing really much to talk about. But, yeah, let's talk about my guy, Brendan Allen. My boy Brendan Allen, man. I've said it for a very long time. This kid can be really good, man. And when he came out with them Brazilian yellow shorts, y'all should have known how Brendan was coming. There was a lot of talk about Jocko. There was the Jocko supporters. A lot of guys that were telling me Jocko was the bet of the night. And I just didn't see it, man. And Brendan Allen went out there and... I mean, he went out there and proved why he is legit in that division. I've been saying it for a long time, man. If this kid can utilize his grappling in there, he can be a world beater. I really do believe he's a player in that division. I truly believe that. You don't do that to Christo Jocko. You just don't. You either beat him by decision, like Sean Strickland did, but you don't finish him like that. Brendan Allen just put himself in a different kind of discussion. He's on a 3-fight win streak now. He's back. He is big time back. He's had his hurdles, but now he's back. And, yeah, man, Fuego. Just want to say, yeah, I told you so. And, Sanford MMA owns ATT, so that one was for my guy Fuego. But, yeah. Next fight, Joaquin Silva versus Jesse Ronson. I rocked with Silva here. He got the knockout, which was a beautiful knee. He timed it really well. Joaquin, I've said it for a very long time. He's a good technical striker, but it was the chin. It was the chin issue that really was plaguing him for a minute. And, yeah, man, it is what it is. And Silva did his thing, and I was very happy for Silva to go out there and get the knockout win because, he was coming off some losses. So, yeah, so good for him. Alir Latifi versus Alexei Oleinik. This was a... Oh, man. I'm happy that Latifi is calling it a career. But, hopefully Oleinik is doing the same. But, man, this was god-awful. And both those men should never fight. That was hard to watch. But yeah, it is what it is. I'm not gonna speak on that too much. John Castaneda versus Daniel Santos. What a fucking fight! Oh my god, I'm still high on Castaneda. I think Castaneda is really good, but man, this kid Daniel Santos. Oh my god, I became a fan of him. He is a beast. I was not a believer when he fought Julio Arce, right? And I thought Julio Arce did what he was supposed to do. But in this fight, Castaneda, a guy that was coming off probably a career performance over Miles John. And Castaneda, you saw it in that first round. Castaneda's good, man. He's slick. He got overwhelmed. And I was in shock. I was legit in shock. And that knee that he fucking caught him with, oh my god. Daniel Santos looked like a little Charles Oliveira in there and put it on Castaneda. That was fucking amazing. I was like, wow, this kid's really good. And I became a fan of him. Real talk, mid-fight, I was like, man, I'm a believer. But Castaneda is still my guy, man. I think he has a lot of potential. I think he just kind of got caught. Also, he wasn't able to finish the fight, so it did fuck with him a little bit. And I think Daniel Santos just weathering that storm. It's very it can affect you, you know. So that was a good performance by Daniel Santos on him. In the main card, Mike Davis. Oh man, proved me wrong, but I was happy that he proved me wrong. But I was sad for Borchev. I really like both these guys. Mike Davis, you know, I was surprised with the ability to control Borchev. I thought Borchev would be able to get up because of the Mason Jones fight. And I wasn't impressed with Mike Davis's control. But in this fight, man, his control looked so solid. Obviously, Borchev had the striking edge. But, man, Mike Davis looked like a complete fighter in there. And he's a stud, man. This kid's a real stud. And he's just a well-rounded fighter, man. And I truly believe if he runs it back with Sadiq Yusuff, he gets the knockout. But, man, Mike Davis looked good in there, and I was really happy for him. Then, yeah, Sadiq Yusuff versus Don Shainis. I knew what was gonna happen here. This was a layup, so good on Sadiq Yusuff for getting the submission victory over Don Shainis. But this is nothing to be too proud of. I'm sorry, Sadiq doesn't get too much credit for this. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, but this was expected. And then Ronnie Barcelos had a good performance against Trevin Jones, and man, Trevin Jones, I like this kid, man. I really do, but he is what we kind of thought he was. He's the guy that I don't know how to say this without seeming too mean. He's the guy that got some lucky shots over really good competition in Tamir Valiev and Mario Batista, but those were just beautiful shots that he caught those guys with, but that's all he'll ever be, especially in the bantamweight division. Ryan Barcelos is a good fighter, though. He didn't lose to some bums. He's lost to some really good guys that are on the come-up that could potentially be ranked. I think Ronnie was ranked at one point, but, you know, it is what it is. No shame in the game. And Barcelos looked really good. He used his wrestling fucking finally, and yeah, it was a good performance. And then you had Randy Brown versus Francisco Trinaldo. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest. I thought Trinaldo won. I thought Trinaldo won the second, and the third. The second was close, but I thought he won. I wasn't too impressed with this with Randy. Man, Randy, I don't know, man. The front kick, he wasn't using the front kick to the face. I was surprised he didn't throw that a lot. Yeah, I was shocked. Trinaldo's tough, though. Trinaldo's a tough fighter, but I don't know. That kind of made me look at Randy Brown a little differently. I still like him, but that was a very concerning performance. But it was good on him. And then the main event, it was craziness. I think it should have been a draw because, you know, the fifth round, but my girl Xiaonan got it done over Mackenzie Dern. And you already know when Mackenzie Dern loses, it's always a good day. It just puts into perspective the level difference between girls like Carla and Dern. Dern cannot wrestle, and that's something she's really going to have to work on, is her wrestling. She has to have a better wrestling game if she wants to really improve in the UFC. If she had a better offensive wrestling game, she would be a legit problem. But because she doesn't have that, these girls are having a lot of success against her. Tisha Torres' fight was close, you know, and people forget that. Marina Rodriguez ended the nonsense. A lot of people are forgetting that. Xiaonan, yeah, she got murdered by Carla, but Carla is a fucking phenomenal fighter. Okay, I know she had that boring fight against Rose, but Carla's great. Carla beat Marina Rodriguez too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's no shame in that. There's levels to this game, and I'm happy that it got shown. And those girls are pretty close to each other. Don't get it twisted, but hey, it is what it is. Hope you guys enjoyed the breakdown, or not the breakdown, the recap. Love y'all and goodbye. The full card predictions for next week's card will be coming out on Sunday. I guess today, but later in the morning, more like 5 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, it is what it is. This card was really fun. If I was to rate it from 10, I'd give it an 8. I enjoyed every fight. Even the fights where there was a lot of wrestling, like the Ronnie Barcelos, Mike Davis fights. Those fights, I liked it. I enjoyed it. You know, it was fun to watch. I'm trying to think of a boring fight that I saw. Maybe the Randy Brown Trinaldo fight was kind of boring, but besides that, obviously the Olynyk fight was fucking. It was hilarious though. That was the problem. Every fight on here delivered. There was always a fun fight. And yeah, man, this card was great. I think a lot of people should have gave this card some love, but I did at least. So yeah, it is what it is. Go follow me on my Instagram and my Twitter. Like, comment, and share the video. Love y'all and goodbye.